Evening, guys, and like I said, I would at least try to get a video out before midnight tonight. And because I owe you this video, welcome to September's edition slash late, obviously, Cringe of the Month, the latest episode for me. And this is going to be awkward because I know what I'm going to talk about for October's Cringe of the Month, but it'll be on my birthday, October 28th. I'll be doing a live stream on the 28th, so we're prepared for that. But for September, I'm going to talk about a movie that I have just seen for the first time, and that'd be Coraline. First off, I want to say this. The studio that actually, I have the disc. Let me get it real fast. I love stop motion, especially when it's from this company. Lakia, or whatever. It's the same company who made Coraline. They made Box Trolls, Missing Link, and Kubo and the Two Strings. Kubo is one of my favorite non-DreamWorks, non-Disney movies also. And their version of stop motion, which is obviously what this movie is made with, stop motion animation, is such a beautiful and, in my opinion, kind of underappreciated, underrated form of animation is stop motion. And yes, like I said earlier this month, I watched this movie for the first time ever, and I now see why this movie is as infamous as it is for being one of the best kid horror movies, or like scary movies for kids. The one thing I did not like in this movie is the little running gag of everyone calling her Caroline and not Coraline. That was kind of annoying. And I'll also say this, I remember I obviously have seen clips of this movie, obviously I've heard the music from this movie, mainly making up a song about Coraline from The Other Father. That's on a Halloween playlist I have that I listen to. But the one thing I did not expect from this movie is character. I knew from like one or two clips I saw, her mom and dad, her actual mom and dad, are always busy with their work, and I thought that was gonna be like the main thing, that she wished they didn't have to work so much that they could spend time with her. But no, that's only a little bit of it. Coraline herself is, I don't want to say a brat, but she's written as a kid, where she wants their attention. She wants to do these fun things. She wants to do these things. But obviously her parents are telling her no, because obviously they can't afford something or they can't do something at the point in time. So that's when she gets introduced to the other world, the other mother, the other father. Also, the button thing, so creepy. I will always admit, they did what definitely it wanted to do with balloons. They made something that's not creepy or scary, creepy and scary. Buttons, mainly in their eyes. And also, I'm positive, as many people have said about this movie, a lot of stuff I will talk about, I'm positive you could find 100 other people talking about this movie will bring up. The other characters, the circus performer upstairs, the two sisters. First off, the two sisters. How and why did they choose to give that one sister a humongous chest? I do not know. Yeah, this movie definitely earned, this is rated PG, right? Yeah, PG. This definitely earns the PG of a PG movie. Not many PG movies deserve the P in front of it. Usually they're just G movies, but for some reason they give it the PG rating, but they aren't really PG movies. This movie, I feel like, does deserve its P in front of it. And also, another thing, the cat. Now, actually, I won't talk about the cat or that part. Yeah, I want to talk about Weebly. Is that his name? Her friend, the guy who's always kind of like hunched over. I thought he was just gonna be, honest to God, I thought it was gonna be like a love interest kind of thing. Because movies, animation, that kind of, I don't know. Thankfully, not. He's just this weird kid. Same with Coraline. Everyone is weird in this movie, and I love it. Also, I would love to know the story. I would love for them to have made like mini movies of the other kids that have died because of other mothers or the other world. I would have loved to see them like special features and stuff like that. It would have been cool. I'm not saying they should have done that. I'm just saying that's something I would have liked to see. Let me think. Anything else I want to talk about? The breeze. I want to talk about this. The transformation and the reveal of the other mother being evil. Her crazy transformation into that freaking monster. So good. And even the use of colors and lack thereof. It's so beautiful in this movie. Especially around the end where Coraline's playing the game and everything. The color just seeps out of everything when she finds an eye and all that. It's so beautifully used. And even before that, where she's in the other in her actual home with her, and not finding her mom and dad. The scene of her just putting the pillows for her mom and dad, one with glasses for her father, and one with a scarf around two pillows to be her mom. Oh my! I love scenes like that a lot. Those sweet moments I am a sap for. But okay, is there anything else I want to talk about before I get into my thoughts on this movie? The thoughts on the ending of this movie. There's another character. The sisters, widely forgetting anyone? Actually, yeah, one more thing with the other world and the performance. If you know what I'm talking about, that's another way they definitely earned PG. Because holy crap, they took that to a new level. Those things defied gravity, if you know what I'm talking about. So I just want to show you this real off topic. I'm dressing up as Two-Face for Halloween this year. I actually got a authentically replica. It's upside down. Replica of Two-Face's coin with both sides. I love this flipping the thing. It's very satisfying. But okay, anything. The chase scene again, brilliant. The use of. Something I do love, and it's a little. I don't know if I could call it a little detail or not. This also, as you know, is all over the place when I talk about movies. When she discovers and she keeps going back into the other world, the door getting farther and farther away. It's so good to show that it's hard. It's also good to show that it is harder for her to leave the place because it's so good. And it's a good. The lesson I believe is always and if you can read into this a little too much. It's too good to be true kind of thing. Like her finding this world where, oh Christ. Well, that happened. A classic too good to be true story. I do appreciate that. Okay, I can't think of anything else I want to talk about this movie aside from the ending where she, and not the part where she escapes the mother and theoretically dies, and where Webley and Coraline throw her freaking hand down the well that she's looking for in the beginning of the movie. Also, actually, before I go on, I want to ask, does that actually work, that like water sounding thing where you have like a stick or something and you hold it like this? Does that work? Or is that just a movie thing? I don't know, but I do want to know. When it's all said and done, you see the cat walk behind the sign and disappear, seemingly. People theorize that she did not escape the other mother and that she's still in the other world. My thought on that. I believe that in that universe, that world, that cat has not aged. Ever. That is the same cat that has tried to help every other kid that has gone into that door. So I believe that cat just has the ability to go and transport from dimensions or worlds, whatever you want to call it. That's what I believe. I believe that cat can just transport himself into the other world whenever he wants. He doesn't have to go through the door like a human. Also, I think the only thing creepier than the other mother in this movie, in Coraline, is when Serbe, or whatever, the Russian performer, when he basically dies, and the trench coat's being overrun by the mice. Obviously, I did see that coming when I watched this movie. I knew that the mice were going to be the ones controlling him. But just, it's so creepy when you see stuff like... I always find stuff like that very eerie. I don't know. I mean, what more is there to say on this? Aside from, I guess, a little background that I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard that the director or the creator's daughter was like the test audience for this movie. She was about 7 or 10 years old, and she told her dad that it didn't scare her, and then it was released, and he later found out that this movie, in fact, terrified her. So we have to thank a little girl lying to her father for this movie coming out in theaters. And what was this, 2007? 2009. Oh, it has some deleted scenes. I should watch those. Again, if you ever watch like making of movies by this company, it is so interesting. Because off of Coraline onto Kubo, that movie has, I think, the record or something for the largest scale of a stop motion model, and it's the skeleton that they face in the cave to get the sword. That's all I want to say about that. But yeah, if somehow you still haven't seen this movie, or if you love this movie, either way, I truly believe that every October, this movie should definitely be on your viewing list. Because, my God, it is such a beautiful movie. Beautiful music, beautiful atmosphere. It is so good. If I had to rate it out of 10, it gets an 11. That's really how good it is. I love this movie. It is definitely going to be a movie I watch every October. Also, before I go off of Cringe of the Month, I want to talk about something. Yes. On this, a couple days ago, or even just yesterday, me and my, or 2 days ago, whatever, me and my dad went to Warrior Wrestling in the Century Center downtown, and it was beyond fun. It was so good. The one issue I have, actually before I get into this, I want to show you something that I did pick up. I regret not buying a t-shirt now, but find him real quick. I picked up this guy. Terry Funk. Ah, crap, his headbands. I'm never gonna find that thing. Terry Funk with his Chainsaw Charlie gimmick, even has the mask. The whole event was fun. Aside from 2 motherfuckers that were sitting behind me. These people would not shut up with their heckling. They kept heckling the wrestlers for being high flyers, risk takers. They kept insulting that. And then they were so... There was a match between... I don't remember the other guy's name. Konosuke Takeshita, thankfully without Don Callis, versus some other guy with a manager named Frank the Clown. The instant hate for Frank was awesome. The woman behind me confused Konosuke Takeshita twice with being Chinese. He is Japanese. The fact that you got it wrong twice is why you're ignorant. And her husband, little Jack behind me, was saying, "Oh, well, we don't know how to feel about this if we dropped bombs on them their people a couple years ago." They just make jokes about something very terrible and that happened to the people of Japan. So, there was a little talking segment with Frank and an indie big name named Casey Navarro, one of my favorites that are not signed with any major promotion. Again, fucking bastard behind me just screams out, "Shut up and mow my lawn." Kidding me with this. Again, they keep heckling and they won't shut. So badly, I wanted to turn around and scream at these people to shut up. Reason I didn't is because I knew that if I did that, it would start something, and I didn't want to start something that could have led to me having to leave the arena and probably being banned from events there. I didn't want that, since I want to keep going to that event center, or the Century Center, anytime Warrior Wrestling comes through here. And Warrior Wrestling, I love you motherfuckers. You guys are awesome. Then in the main event, Casey Navarro again defending against Encore Moore. Encore Moore defending the truly blessed Warrior Wrestling heavyweight title. His custom Warrior title. This Casey does the Andrade spot, I should just call it, where he hooks the ropes like Andrade does. This motherfucker has the gall to start chanting or singing "Spider Fag, Spider Fag." Right there is when I want to punch him. I want to deck this guy in his nose so badly, or at least scream at him to shut the fuck up. And me and my dad are also thinking, why did you waste $40 on these tickets if you're just gonna be an asshole the whole night? I hated it. I hated it. Like, I loved the show. Everything was great, but I couldn't get over these two idiots not shutting up. Anyone who knows me, they know I talk about professional wrestling so much and for so long. But even I have the ability to stop. I can stop talking, and especially when you're at a show, you stop talking and enjoy the show and let the people around you enjoy the show so they don't have to listen to you. Anyway, just want to get that off my chest. And one more thing, I saw these people leaving the arena, and I so badly wanted to scream "fuck you" to these people. So badly. But again, I didn't. Okay, just want to get that off my chest. Have a good evening, guys. I will try to post more videos as the month progresses. Later.